Namaskar, friends. If you are convergent with the Hindu traditions, Sanatana Dharma traditions, Indian traditions, ancient Indian traditions, you must have heard the word Shri Yantra. Shri Yantra is very popular and it is called Yantraraj, which means King of Yantras. Yantras are the geometric pattern created to reach a particular objective. These are very valuable gifts from our ancient rishis, ancient seers who worked on the in a very methodical way to understand how the geometric patterns create energy. And to some way, all the yantras, all the geometric patterns are the visible form of the mantras. So if you are reciting mantra and if you want to see it in the visible form, in a diagram form, you may see the yantra. So if you are focusing on yantra, you will get the benefit of indirectly of reciting a particular mantra. It is something like this. So Shri Yantra is considered king of the yantras, and there is a deep reason behind that. There is a deep reason behind that, and many scientists have checked the energy of Sri Yantra. It has been found supreme among all the geometric patterns. All the geometric patterns, the energy, explosion of energies in the Sri Yantra has been found to such a level that no other geometric pattern on this earth can be compared with this Sri Yantra. But the worshipping Sri Yantra is highly difficult. Highly difficult. It is difficult as well as very complicated. And it is said that without undergoing the whole process, you should not worship Sri Yantra. So if you want to get benefit of Sri Yantra, you should complete the whole process of Sri Vidyasadhana. And Sri Vidyasadhana comes under the fifth Mahavidya. There are 10 Mahavidya, 10 greatest knowledge as per Hindu tradition, and the fifth one is the Shodashi. Fifth Mahavidya is the Shodashi, and the Sri Vidyasadhana comes under the purview of Pancham Mahavidya, fifth Mahavidya. And the whole process of Sri Vidya Sadhana is very detailed. First, there are so many forms of Sri Vidya, then called Vinyoga, then Nyasha, then Dhyana, then you have to do Yantrodhar. Yantrodhar means untangling the yantra because there is very complicated type of energy coming out. So you have to modify and harmonize the energy. Then Pit Puja, then Avan means calling upon, then Prathana, then Asan offering a seat, then Snan means giving bath, then Avrad Puja. Actually, there are 9 covers of this Sri Yantra. 9 covers. And if you know 9 gates of our body, in the same way, there are 9 covers of the Sri Yantra. So, 9 forms of puja, and it is called Avarana Puja. Then home offering offerings to the divine fire, and there's so many mantras, so many mantras. So whether we should not worship Sri Yantra, if you see the whole video carefully up to the end, then you will understand what is the solution. But if I ask you, what is the solution? If the Shastras say that all these procedures are to be followed in the Sri Yantra Sadhana, Sri Yantra Puja, Sri Vidya Sadhana, what is the way out? So I asked the gurus, masters, meditated upon the Param and tried to find the answer. Tried to find the answer. Then once my great master asked me why this very detailed process of Shri Yantra sadhana. What is the logic? If you understand the logic, then you will find the solution. Oh, there must be some logic. Because in our scriptures, in Hindu scripture, there is nothing illogical. Everything is logical, everything is on the pattern, everything has some rationality. Everything has some rationality. So I tried to find the answer. I tried to find the answer, and then it what came to me, I shared with the guru or master. I asked him or informed him that it is for the continuity of the energy coming from the yantras. Because we imbibe a lot of energy from the yantras, so in return, we should also ensure that this emission of the energy should continue in the same form, and to ensure the continuance of this emission, ancient rishis and seers devised all these procedures so that the yantras continue to emit the energy as expected from them. So once we find that, then it was easier to find, is there any alternate way in which we can ensure the continuance of the energy of the yantra. So after working upon so many things, so many procedures, we came and zeroed upon the parada. Parada is the mercury purified exactly as per scriptures, without adding anything which can reduce its energy. And if you have seen my video, you know that we are the persons who have done maximum research in the Parada. Maximum research in the Parada. We have biggest library on the Parada. We have done maximum research on the Parada. And we have found, if you've seen my video, you know that there is a scientific basis behind the energy of the Parada. Why did we choose for the Parada, for the Shri Yantra and many other things? But in brief, if you have not seen my video, let me brief you. If you take any metal, it may be gold, silver, iron, aluminum, copper, anything, it remains in the solid forms. And it becomes liquid when you inject energy into them by heating or some other thing. But the mercury is the only metal which remains in the liquid form without heating, because the energy in it has been bound. It doesn't come out. And that is the reason that our ancient rishis, even Paramashiva, has given a lot of importance to the Parada. And so we zeroed on the Parada and created the very, very valuable and result oriented Parada Sri Yantra. Parada is also called Rasraj and Sri Yantra is called Yantraraj. So Yantraraj made from Rasraj. And this is the original Parad. Believe me, only we can write original Parad in India. And if you find any person or any organization writing original Parad with their products, inform us, we will take legal action against them. This is original Parad Shree Yantra, and it emits so much energy. And if you, do you know, it is the small piece, it is coming into my palms, it is around 1200 grams. It is more than 1 kilograms, 1200 grams, because the density of the actual parad is more than gold and silver or any other metal or any other. And this is the sign of its purity. Many persons ask me, your parada products are very small compared to others. I laugh at it, because what you see, the bigger one is not parada. It is something, some other metal, and you are being befooled. 95% Parada products in India are fake and fraudulent. And this is the biggest tragedy. So, in this way, we found the solution of the dictum of rishis that Sri Vidya, complicated Sri Vidya, performance of complicated Sri Vidya. And even if you want to perform, many persons ask if we want to perform this delicate, complicated, detailed Sri Vidya sadhana before worshipping. The rishis have created a lot of restrictions. One sloka says that na deyam parsishyabhyo nastika nam nacheshwari sususa lasa nam cha naiva nartham pradayinam. It says that you should not offer this knowledge to the pupils of other masters, the persons who are non-believers, who are not willing to listen clearly, or who are going to misuse it. So you should properly check them. It is very difficult to check intention of anyone else. Then it says tasma devam vidham sishyam na girdeyat gadachana yad girdat mohena tat pape varyapyate guruhu. It says that if you are giving this knowledge of Sri Vidya Sadhana, the whole procedure, to someone who is not deserving, you will suffer. You will suffer. You will be subjected to the wrath of the gods. So it was very difficult. So we found the solution. We found the solution in this form of Parada Shree Yantra, Rasaraj Yantra Raj, and there are so many positive factors why the Parada Shree Yantra is much better than any other Shree Yantra. Any other Shree Yantra. First thing, it relieves you from following the whole procedure. Second thing, the energy is intact. Third thing is that all the scripture says that energy is much more multifold compared to anything. It says that Sute Gulanam Shatakoti Vajre Chabre Sahasram Kanike Shatakayam Tare Gurashi Tare Gurashi Tadard Kante Tiche Chatushashti Ravav Tadardham. The simple meaning of this verse is that the copper has 32 properties, soft iron, raw iron has 40 properties, the baked iron, hard iron has 64 properties, silver has 80 properties, gold has 100 properties, even diamond has 1000 properties. But do you know, can you imagine how much properties this Parada Sri Yantra has? It has Shatakoti. Shatkoti means 100 million properties. So there is no comparison between Sri Yantra made from original Parad by us compared to any other Sri Yantra made from any other metal or any other thing. Believe me. The rishis were very clear, very clear. Mida koti gulam sharadam, swalat koti gulam made, madat koti gulam vado, vadat koti gulam rasa. This sloka says that if you are forming any divine sculpture from the clay, then compared to clay one, the gold one has 10 million more energy. And if you are creating from gemstones, it has 10 million times more energy compared to that made from gold. And if it has come from the nature, by the power of nature, by the divine intervention, it has again 10 million times properties, 10 million times effect. But if it is made from Parada, Rasaraja, mercury, then it has 10 million more power than the last one. So, if you are worshipping Shri Yantra made from Parada by us, then you are expected to get the maximum results, multifold results, and believe me, a lot of persons have been benefited. A lot of persons have been benefited. Like anything. Happiest person. They were suffering to a lot of things, especially financial things, a lack of harmony in your household, everything. You just place this anywhere. You need not to buy this heavy Shri Yantra. We make in all the weight sizes, all the weights, all the sizes, and you can place. Once you place, then you feel the energy. It is empty. It is empty. You may place it at your cash place. You may place it on your office table. You may place it on the puja place. Anywhere, if you are keeping, it should be clean and respectable. Remember, it should be clean and respectable. It will certainly create miracles in your life. It will create miracles in your life. And there is a region that many scriptures say a lot of things. I want to quote only one or two. One sloka is that Vishwa Bijam Sada Nityam Bande Shut Mihamaram Rog Daridra Tamshamarkam Vainasne Sthitam. It says that all the calamities, all the sorrow, all the pains come from the diseases, and the biggest disease is the poverty. Like darkness enveloping the whole world. And the Parada is like a sun who destroys the darkness of the poverty. Darkness of the poverty. Who? This Parad Shree Yantra in the form of like a sun destroys the darkness. It removes the darkness of poverty. Let me give one more sloka. One more sloka. It says that Lino Bhavet Sarva Samriddhi Dai Birajate Aso Nitram Rashandraha. I bow with respect. I bow with respect before the Parada, who is the region of all type of prosperity. So there are a lot of, even Paramashiva has told. So Shri Yantra is the Yantra Raja. It causes a lot of happiness and harmony in the persons, but it requires a lot of complicated procedures before worshipping it. So if you want to come out of this and don't have knowledge or efficiency or competence to perform these, then the only option is Parad Shree Yantra, and not normal Parad Shree Yantra, original Parad Shree Yantra. Original. Remember, you have to buy only original Parad Shree Yantra, because we have found that if it is added with some negative material, instead of benefiting, it may cause problem in your life. And for the best result, two more things I want to say. For best results, we have done a very extensive research in the astrology, Vastu and Tantra, everywhere. If you want to best results from the Parada, then you should place it in the southeast direction, that is called Agneya in Sanskrit, southeast direction of your home or office. It gives best results there. Second thing, if you are interested in really worshipping Shri Yantra, when you are ordering, ask us the secret, the Guhya Sodishi mantra, secret Sodishi mantra, which is very powerful for worshipping Shri Yantra. We will provide you, provided you give commitment, provided you give commitment that you will respect earnestly to the Yantra Raja made from Ras Raja, that is Parada Sri Yantra. Namaskar. I am Achar Kalki Krishna from AstroDevam.